Why is it so close? Let's see. Back this up some. Not sure why it's not going live. Can you guys hear me okay? What's up, guys? Alright. Well, wait. I see you guys have been chatting for a minute. Victor Debs, I saw your comment. I'm so sorry, hon, to hear that. I really, really, really wish you well and hope that everything turns out okay. Um, I saw your comment saying that you just got diagnosed with cancer, so I'm so sorry to hear that. Keep us updated, please. Little one, you want to come say hi to everybody? Everybody say hi to little one. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hello. So, so I decided to do this video in horizontal mode, because you guys know when I do it in vertical mode, up and down, we got to deal with a lot of trolls and idiots. Sorry, but they're idiots. um, so I did not feel like dealing with the trolls tonight. I've got a lot of stuff on my mind and everything, and I'm kind of going through a lot of issues right now. So I'm giving my mods a break on the trolls. So you're welcome, guys. um, so just real quick, to give you guys some updates before I get into what this video is really about. So some updates. You guys know I just went into that road trip. I took a small little break for a couple of days while my friend was in the rehab place, and went and did a little road trip and some me time. It definitely wasn't long enough, I'll tell you that much. But the day that I was heading back over here to my friend's house, the rehab place called me and said they were sending him back to the hospital because he had shingles. So my poor friend all of a sudden broke out in shingles on top of what he was going through in the first place. So as you guys know, when you're going, well, maybe you don't, I don't know, but when you're going through cancer, your immune system is pretty weak. It's weak. And you're pretty prone to catch anything and everything. That's why I was constantly sanitizing his house and disinfecting it and everything. So, so it was really weird, the shingles. The shingles were all over his face and his arms, uh, which was kind of strange. But the thing that was even more strange was he was not in pain, and he didn't have a fever. So it was very strange. Thank goodness he wasn't in pain and he didn't have a fever, but it was weird. So, so he went back in the hospital and they put him in a isolation room, um, where we had to dress. I know it's pretty odd. Um, so he had to we had to dress in all these garments and uh, medical face mask and gloves and all that just to go into the room with him. that was a learning experience. That was pretty interesting. So, so anyways, he was in there for a few days dealing with that. They had him on a 24-hour um, antiviral drug that was dripping through an IV overnight. It was like a 24-hour drip that was dripping into him, and then they started him on the pills um, for the antiviral drug. So they were waiting on his scabs to his bumps and all that to not be moist and what, how do you say it, just to scab up basically. So the other day, 2 days ago, they said they were going to release him. As you guys can imagine, the day that they said they were going to release him, I was up there that morning because I knew that they were going to be discussing it. And both the doctors, he was still in an isolation room, and both the doctors come walking in with face shields on and the garments and, just the whole ordeal and everything. And so when they said they were going to release him, I'm like, so why are you guys releasing him if we're still standing here dressed in all this stuff right here and taking the precautions, and his room is still shut down with a big bar across his door and everything? So why are you guys releasing him to come home? And so they were like, oh, well, it's at a very low risk and we're just taking the precautions, because we have to work with other cancer patients and blah, blah, blah. And I was not a happy camper. So I basically told them, I said, look, I said, I am his 24-hour caregiver. I said, and I don't have medical insurance. I do not have the vaccine for shingles. I said, I cannot take the chance of getting shingles and then especially getting it on my face and getting scars and stuff. I said, but most importantly, I have a little 5-pound senior dog, which I did my research on. I researched and researched whether dogs could catch shingles. And dogs cannot catch shingles, but what they can catch from a person that has shingles is canine herpes. Didn't even know there was such a thing. But they can catch canine herpes from somebody that has shingles. And if a dog catches that, especially a senior dog, you're supposed to rush them to the veterinarian right away. So I was not a happy camper with these doctors, and was pretty rude to them because I was irritated. And and they kept asking me too. They're like, do you have the vaccine? And I'm like, no, you guys have already asked me this, So obviously there's a concern there if you guys are asking me if I have the vaccine. So, I had to sit there and talk with the doctors, and I had to tell them repeatedly, that I didn't want to catch it. And then God forbid if my dog catches it and something happens to my dog. You guys know how I feel about my dog. So, so I was not a happy camper. But they released him anyways. And so since they released him on Friday. Today's Sunday. And so I basically told my friend, I said, I'm sorry. I said, but I'm not going to be around you for this weekend. Just not. I can't take the chance of me nor my dog getting sick. Just can't do it. And there's a point, it comes to a point where I have to put myself first, and I have to put my health and my well-being first, even though my friend is going through a horrible situation right now. And my dog is my daughter, so God forbid anything ever happens to her. So I kind of just stayed up in this bedroom. I've put little one in this bedroom upstairs, and my little one has been in this bedroom the whole entire time since he's been home. I've stayed up here in the room a lot, but I have some what are those called, KN95 medical mask or whatever. I have a whole box of those down there. I have gloves, and so every time I go downstairs, I'm putting the mask and the gloves on. it's just been stressful. Very stressful. So anyways, we have home health care coming in now, and the home health care nurse came in the other day, and she said, because the antiviral drug pills that he's on right now, they're a 2 week supply, and he has to take like 4 of these pills 3 times a day. That's 12 of these pills every day. It's so crazy. But she said after those pills are done with, then we'll be completely in the clear. But right now, like his scabs are not open, they're not moist, and all that stuff. And so I'm still trying to take care of him, but from afar. His best friend stayed over the weekend, did most of the work this weekend with him. I cooked dinner, I gave him his medications, because my friend trusts me to give him the medication, so, and I would just always have my mask on and gloves and then long sleeves on, and I'm constantly washing all my clothes too. Like, I'm not taking the freaking chance. I'm just not doing it. So it was a little stressful, but his friend had to leave this morning because he had some things he had to take care of. So now I'm taking care of him. But positive thing is, he has come back home to a whole different person. He has not been laying in the bed. He's been sitting on the balcony from morning to night. He just wants to sit on the balcony and look at the ocean, literally from morning to night. That's all he's doing every day since he's been home. He eats his dinner out there. He eats his breakfast out there. Like, I'm sure if there was a bathroom on that balcony, he'd be using the bathroom on the balcony. But he just stays on the balcony the whole day and the whole night. So he's been walking around the house without a walker. So he's actually been doing pretty decent. It's a whole different person with him being here at the house now. So, which is good, because it's making things easier on me. Well, I mean, it wasn't difficult taking care of my friend, so, but it's making things easier on me because I'm trying not to have contact with him right now, so, so Dardar, I obviously do not have him in the sun. He has a big, huge table out there on the balcony that he has a huge umbrella, and I keep tilting and moving the umbrella as the sun moves all day long. So every time, every hour I'm out there checking to make sure the sun is not hitting him, at all, because he's still in that fragile condition with his skin, and then also there's still that possibility that he may have skin cancer. So I have been constantly going outside and moving the umbrella to keep him in the shade. He wants to be outside on the balcony. He hasn't been home in about a month. And that's all he wanted to do, was just come home and enjoy that view of the ocean. And so I can't take that away from him, so if he wants to sit out there 24 hours a day, he can. So, guys, I'm keeping him out of the sun. The sun is not hitting him whatsoever. The umbrella is huge. It's one of those umbrellas that go on top of the table. Patio tables. That's what it's called. Patio table with the umbrella. And so the umbrella tilts and all that stuff too. So the sun has been staying off of him. From the time he goes out there in the morning, I am out there adjusting that umbrella all day long until nighttime. So, because I know the sun moves. So I have to keep going out there to adjust the umbrella. So the sun is not hitting him at all. Um, so yeah, so that was a little stressful dealing with that, and still trying to take my precautions here at the house and everything. Um, I really don't know how long I'm going to do this video because I've not been in the greatest spirits lately. So, even when I went to go take my road trip for just those couple of days, it didn't do anything. So I have a lot of stuff going on. I don't even know how to explain everything. So mentally, I'm not good right now. So we'll just say that. So I have let myself get into a slump. So not only has all this stuff been difficult and stressful and all that, helping my friend out and everything, but I also have been stressing out over my channel and everything because it's not doing good. There's nothing I can do about it. I just have a lot of things that oh, thank you, Deb. Yeah, by the ways, guys, I started a Cash App finally. There was so many people that always ask why I didn't have Cash App. I don't like to have so many different things. But, so yeah, so I started a Cash App, as you see right there, that Desert Deb just posted. So yeah, so I probably the last week I have been dealing with a lot of stuff emotionally and mentally. I thought going to take a little road trip for a few days would do me some good, but it didn't. I barely got any sleep the nights that I was on, away, taking this time for myself, because all I could do was think about what was going on with my friend and think about all this other stuff, and my mind was just racing a mile a minute. Every day, even though I was on my break, trying to have some me time, I was still talking to the doctors, the nurses, social workers, physical therapy people. I was still talking to everybody every single day that I was gone. And it's fine, because I know how to talk to these doctors and stuff, and I just know how to talk to them better than my friend and his friend do. So we've kind of designated me as the spokesperson for my friend. And I'd rather be able to talk to them and be the one to do it, to get the proper answers and the proper information and everything. So, so I've let myself get into the slump, and I've let myself, I know I just put that video out about my life story and everything, but I've said it before. I've dealt with depression my whole entire life. It's something I'm always going to have to deal with. I have a feeling it'll be something that's always going to be in my life for the rest of my life. It is what it is. I've done better dealing with my depression, meaning it's not an everyday thing. It's not overtaking my life and everything, But right now the depression has hit and the stress has hit, and it's a lot on me. And it's been like this for almost a week. And I'm trying to dig myself out of the slump. So, I've let a lot of things get to me, so that shouldn't be getting to me. Because you guys know, I've said it before, and it doesn't happen a lot, which I'm so thankful for. I don't get a lot of negativity on my channel, meaning in my comments under my videos. I don't get a lot of negativity. but I do get a little bit. A little bit. But all y'all's positive comments outweigh that little bit. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But because I'm in a slump right now with my depression and the stress and some other things, I have let some of these idiotic comments get to me over the last couple of days. I actually took 2 days where I didn't read any comments, and that is very odd for me because I read every one of my comments that people post every single day. Every day I'm reading my comments. But finally it just got a little bit irritating with some of the, and I try not to use negative words, but idiotic comments, and that's basically what they've been. So I want to tell everybody, before you guys post negative stuff or start judging people or anything like that on people's channels or people's, just judging people period, or have any negative things to say to anybody, you never know what somebody is going through in their life, and so you should think twice before you go out of your way to be an idiot and leave those kind of comments, because you don't know what people are going through. So, with that being said, because I have gotten myself into this little slump, I have tossed this up in the air for the last couple of days and given this a lot of thought. And I actually originally was going to just take a complete break from YouTube for the rest of this month. And I was going to put everything down, my laptop, my filming equipment, and everything, and put YouTube on the back burner for this month right here. And I weighed out some options with that right there. So my other option, which I'm going to do, is, because I do have a couple more videos that I can edit, saved on my laptop. They're not edited yet. I'm going to, normally I post my videos every Wednesday and every Sunday, and for right now, because I need to get myself out of the slump that I'm in, I'm only going to post one video a week right now. So I will only be posting one video a week. And I believe those days that I'm going to post the one video a week will be on Sundays. I'm not going to be doing any more live videos for a little bit, but I will have one video coming out every week, and it'll probably be on Sundays. I need to get myself in a better mood and concentrate on myself right now, and still be there for my friend and help take care of him. It's been easy breezy over the last week in taking care of him, because he's doing pretty good right now. He's definitely having a great moments right now, you know, so, but I have that overlanding event that I'm going to in Oklahoma. John, I don't know what day. When I get finished, you can send me a message on Instagram and to remind me, and I'll text the guys at the overlanding event and ask him which day it'll be. I'm assuming it's going to be Saturday, but if you can just send me a message on Instagram to remind me to do that, and I'll message them and then let you know. So speaking of the overlanding event, you know, I will be heading over that way at the end of this month, and I need to really get myself back into good spirits for that event, because I'm going to be speaking in front of probably thousands of people, and meeting a lot of people and stuff, you know, so I need to get myself back into happy go Sarah, you know, before the event. And um, sorry, I'm trying to read some of y'all's comments too that are over here. And then I just need to get myself back together, period, you know. So, that's about it. So that's what I wanted to discuss with you guys is I'm only going to be doing one video a week now. Probably for the rest of this month. And then when I get back on the road, I'll go back to doing 2 videos a week. But I have a lot going on this month. You know, I have to also find a 24-hour caregiving service for my friend for when I leave. So I have to get on top of that. I have to deal with his doctor's appointments, get all this stuff set up. His oncologist, a bunch of things. And I still have to pack my Jeep back up and get ready to get back on the road. So, so that's what I wanted to discuss with you guys. That you guys are only going to get one video a week now. So my channel's not doing good. I know I've said it before. You guys are probably tired of hearing it. Sorry. So, I mean, with me just going down to one video a week, what harm could it do? Because there's already harm anyways, if that makes sense. So, you know, the YouTube thing has been adding on to the stress, and so that's why I'm cutting back on it to take some of that stress off of me, because I really have to start working on myself right now and get myself better. It is summertime where I'm located, but I'm on the coast, so the weather is like a lot cooler here on the coast. So yeah. It did not change my hair. My hair is just up, and my hair has been growing out a lot. So meaning I haven't been twisting my new hair that's been coming up. I've just been letting it grow out, and I've been putting my new hair over my dreadlocks. I kind of actually like that look. It's kind of like my dreadlocks and then the regular straight hair. So, so yeah, my hair's been growing out a lot. And thank you guys. Thank y'all for all the positive comments. I mean, like, I really enjoy, it helps tremendously. I know people are always like, you should stay off social media. You don't need to be on social media every day. But, like, it helps tremendously to every day to see all the positive and great comments from people. Like, it just boosts your spirits, you know? But lately, it's been some of the most idiotic, stupid comments that I'm just like, wow, this is the world we freaking live in, you know? I get it. You know, I get it. I know the whole world is not kind and nice. But it just baffles me how people go out of the way to just be rude to others. I don't understand that. I really don't. I know they're unhappy people themselves, but come on, you know, like, that's so absolutely absurd. And the only reason I started reading the comments again is because the positive ones do outweigh those negative comments. And then also, I don't want those negative, stupid comments on my channel, because I have 2 young cousins that are 8 and 10 years old that watches my channel and probably reads my comments, and I don't need them to see comments like that on my channel. So don't even waste your time putting the comments on there because they're being deleted. That's not the only thing that's getting to me, guys. So don't think that the comments are the stupid negative comments is overwhelming me and getting to me. That's just triggering everything else that's going on in my life. That's what it's doing. So so that's all that is. Hi, Vince. Yeah, so I have the land. The original plan was I was going to start working on the land next year. I was going to start working on the land so I can stay up there on my land for the summertime, and during the summertime just work on the land and everything. But hopefully that's still the plan, because I'm ready to get my off-grid property going. And next summer I'd like to be on my land working on it, so and that'll make some good videos. So yeah, I still have the land. It's just I haven't made it out there yet to go start on it. And during the winter time where my land is, I can't go at the end of this year because the winter time up there it gets snow, so I can't go up there and start working on my land. Excuse me, in snow. So. So that's just what I wanted to tell you guys and give y'all an update about, and then maybe just vent to you guys for a minute. I don't know. And then, is I'm only going to be doing one video a week. And if you guys don't mind watching that one video I post every week so I can get those views back up, greatly appreciated. But hey, Mike. John, I've been listening to a lot of Xavier Rudd lately. A lot. A lot of my meditation music, a lot of that music and everything, so. So yeah, so normally I would go for an hour on my video, but like I said, I'm just not, I'm drained. I'm just drained. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm everything. So, I mean, if I happen to decide to do another live over the next couple weeks, you know, I'll pop on, I'll do a live. It all depends on, you know, how I feel and everything. But for right now, it might be a little while before I do another live. And then also, for right now, it's just going to be one video a week. And by the end of the month, I'll go back to my 2 videos a week. And then you guys will start seeing some lives and everything. I think that's plenty of time for me to get back to me. You say hi to everybody? It's my little baby. So, I mean, Mosaic Mind, it's always therapeutic in some crazy, weird way that I'm talking to you guys, you know, so that's always great to talk to you guys. But I don't even know what to talk about anymore. That's another thing is, you know, like, I had one person mention that My videos have changed a lot lately. Granted, they didn't know that I had been going through helping a friend of mine through his ordeal with cancer over the last couple of months. But, you know, I'm just not into it. I'm not into my bubbly self when I turn that camera on and filming, you know? Like, I always say that I'm not an actor, you know, so what you guys see when I film how I am, that's me. And because I haven't been in the mood to film lately, I feel like when I was turning on the camera, I was forcing myself to act. I'm not an actor. God forbid I'm not an actor. But that goes against with me always saying I'm not fake and I'm me, you know, so if that makes sense, you know, like I don't want to have to fake a personality while I'm filming. And I feel like that's what I've done the last couple of times that I've turned the camera on to film, was I faked my personality because I just wasn't in the mood. There, I said it. So, yeah, and I want to be the real person, you know, so I don't want to be a fake person putting on an act and trying to act happy because I don't want to be miserable on the camera, you know, so yeah, that's, you know, I have two, you know, two videos, I think, 2 or 3 videos right now on my laptop that have already been filmed, that just haven't edited them, so that means that's 2 videos for the next 2 weeks. So that means I don't have to go turn that camera on for the next 2 weeks now. I don't have to film myself for the next 2 weeks. So, and then hopefully next time I film myself and turn the camera on, it's not an act. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video and probably call it an early night and get some rest. Thank you guys for understanding, and thank all of you, because I know all of you right here are always very nice and very positive, and I really appreciate that. I get it, you know, people have their bad days, and everybody goes through negativity every once in a while, but to go out of your way to be negative makes you a horrible person. So that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video. And thank you guys for hanging out and understanding and all that good stuff. And can't wait to see you guys on the next live video, whenever that will be. And like I said, if I get a wild hair and I'm having a good day and I feel like just popping on doing a live video, then I will. Because it's always good to do a live video. I like talking to you guys. But we'll see, okay? Alright, till next time, guys.